Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. In today's video, I wanted to do a project share and just give you a little bit of an update. Um, let's see, where do I start? Okay, first of all, we are going to be doing a recipe couple of weeks, and that's because I had somebody request a recipe album, so I decided to do not just a recipe album, maybe some other things with that. I also will be doing a new release with Catherine Puller, and it's fall, so that's coming this week as well. So the next couple of weeks are going to be busy, and let's face it, we are in season time. August, September, October, November, and December are definitely crafters months where we just pull out all the stops and just have so much fun. So in today's video, I wanted to share one project so far that I have done with this collection. This is a beautiful curated collection that was hand painted watercolors by Frances Long. And Frances is the co-founder, or not the co-founder, the founder of Your Book of Memories, and that is a paid subscription that she does, and she does all kinds of mini albums. There's challenges over there on the community, and I will definitely link that below if you want more information. I will link Frances's YouTube channel as well below, and the link if you're interested in this. This is not sponsored. I adore her. I've never met her. I would love to meet her. She actually had her first event, I want to say this last fall maybe, but I wasn't able to go. It's in California, and right now, unfortunately, it's just not a trip that I can make, but I really hope one day that I will be able to go and meet her in person. I think that would be so much fun. Anyway, so this is her collection, and it is called Kitchen. She could make a sweet little note. Listen, anytime you get anything from her, she always puts a note. She's so appreciative. And when you get it, it's always packaged so nicely. It's simple. It's very simplistic, but it's pretty. And I love it. I love it. I love her feel. And she's so creative. And look at this. This was hand done by her. She hand watercolored the papers, and there's a couple of things about this collection that I like. One, it's not overwhelming. In other words, you don't have so much. It's a very curated collection that you will for sure use every piece of this whenever you start creating, and you can use this for other things, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, this comes with 9 12 by 12 single-sided papers. It comes with recipe cards as well as stickers. And I've already cut into these, but you get these little stickers. And what I absolutely love about these little stickers, these will go with anything you have. They are just typed black with a really neat font, and all you do is cut them up, and you have all these words that you could use in a recipe album, a card, scrapbook page, whatever, like baking with grandma, cooking with grandpa, love what we made, sugar and spice and everything nice, baking with mom, cooking with dad. There's so much in here. Making memories, you see that? Our absolute favorite, this pie will blow your mind. Did someone say brownie? Oh my god, I love that. So whatever, collections you have, this will go with that. So love that. And here is the paper collection, and this right here you can cut out and use, and I did because I bought two of these because I have two different ideas. And when I show you this, if you want me to do a tutorial on what I did, I will. When I show you what it is, I will tell you where I got the inspiration for that too. So here is yours. This is a very good weight paper. Look at this, how pretty. Look at that plaid. I love this. And I think this is so gender neutral. I love this. This is such, I have two boys, and I think this is a beautiful collection that you can do for those men in your life. Look at this. So you get 2 sheets, which I love, of each pattern. Isn't this so pretty? And I love the black. I think the black just brings it in and grounds it. So you get that. So you get 8 pieces, right? 8 pieces of paper, of cardstock. And then you get one with all these elements on it. And you cut these out. This is so pretty. Now, let me show you this really quick. I love to support small businesses, and I love to support fellow crafters doing things in our industry. And look at this. This is hand painted. This was not generated by anything. This was generated by Frances's mind and her hands, her talent, and her creativity. So anyway, so this is the paper collection. All right. And let me show you what I did and why I did it. This is not a recipe album. This is my kitchen slash, let's see, kitchen junk journal, throw all type of thing. I really, if you have a name for this, put it in the description, because I don't want to say it's actually made kind of like junk journal style, but it's not a junk journal. My husband has a lot of issues with his digestion and his stomach. And when we find things that he can eat and it doesn't bother him, it's really important that I buy those things and I don't deviate from the brand, what it is. Like, it needs to be exactly what I bought. And I struggle with that. So I wanted to make a book where I could cut the labels off, put it in there, even come back and write, did he like it, did he not like it? Maybe it's something I want to put a recipe in and try it. If it works, then it will be graduated to a recipe album. And if it doesn't work, then I'll write in here, don't make this again, it doesn't work. I just think that's a really good idea. This is functional for me. And I got the idea from Leah from Thrifty Day. I think that's what I'm saying, Thrifty Day. And I went down the rabbit hole. She showed up on my feed one day, and I love her. I love watching her. She has a totally different vibe than I do. She is the one who I learned how to make my charms. Remember the video I did the charms? So these are some charms that I made. And I definitely got this idea from her. She taught me how to do this, and I love it. As a matter of fact, this charm right here would look perfect with that. So the thought process and the idea about doing this is I got it from Thrifty Day. Okay, so I've got a lot of people to credit for this video. Frances Long for the paper collection, and Leah for the thought process and the idea of doing this. All right, so what this is a composition notebook, okay? And what I did is I took the paper from the collection and I put it on the front and the back of this. And then I used duct tape, and I forgot to bring the duct tape in here, but I used duct tape over the spine. This is completely no sew. There's no fuss about this. I fussy cut out the images from the paper collection, and I glued this on here. And then I had this ribbon in my stash. This is Dollar Tree ribbon. I've said this before. I love this Dollar Tree ribbon, and I have a lot of it over here, and I use it all the time. And when I go and it's in stock, I make sure I keep it. I love it. If you're ever in Dollar Tree, it's not $1 anymore. I don't know what this has went up to. The last time I bought it, it was $1, but I'm hoping this stays like the $1.25, $1.50 range. Okay, so you open it up, and I did the same thing, and I made a pocket. And these are the recipe cards that come in the collection. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 6, I think 6 recipe cards. And they match the paper, and you get the ingredients, the direction, the total time, the servings, and you can write on the back. So those are perfect. Now, what I did is I went through here and I glued 2 pages together, and I used glue stick. Leah turned me on to mono glue stick, so it's Tombow mono adhesive in a glue stick form. I do like it. I like it. So I glued every 2 pages together, right? So I go through, glue it, stick. And then after I did that, I went through every single page and I put washi tape. What a good use for washi tape. And here's the washi tape that I used. And I know this came from Hobby Lobby because it was still in the package. And I have purchased washi tape in the past and never used it. And now I'm using it like crazy. I love it. Love what she showed me. You know, that to me is a genius idea. And this is what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. We have discovered that we like hot honey. If you like hot honey, you need to try some. So I got this brand from Publix, and he did really well with it. He liked it. So I put that label in here, and I wrote Publix because I know where I got it from. This is the almond butter that he likes. This is the coffee that he's drinking right now, and I just, put it in there and wrote, where I get it and everything. So that's what this is for, okay? So, I just glue stuff in it. That's what I'm going to do. Write my notes in it. Now, back to some things that I did with it. So then, after I did that, I added some of the cut-aparts, these images that I cut from the collection, and I put to the top because I love how they stick out the top. So I just fussy cut those. And what I did for the back, if you notice, the back has paper on it. And what that is just coffee stained paper. And I glued it to the back of the images before I cut them out. That way, they were very neat. Where is that? That's it right there. Yeah, they were very neat. And I love the way those stick out. Then what I did is I took this is kind of the junk journal part of it. I had this, and I loved it. And all I did was washi tape in it. That's it. That's all I did. And this is from a 1958 cookbook that I have. So I just tore it out and put that in there. Look at that. Cherry pie and golden peach. Look at that North Pole cherry pie. Oh, anyway. Okay. Then I took a sheet of the paper from the paper collection, and I took Scotch tape, just regular Scotch tape. There it is. Right? And I Scotch taped it in right here. Leah, this is one of her favorite things, is Scotch tape. And it holds up, guys. And here's a pocket that I did. This right here is just some scrap muslin that I had. And I just went down and stapled it. And then the staples went through. So I took some of that paper and put over the staples so you couldn't see it. So that's all I did. And then I had these cut out from some dies that I have. These little strips, these borders. And they were sitting on my desk. And I'm like, wow, that would look perfect. And it does. And look at the side, how cute. You got that sticking out. You have these. I love that. So we did that. Then I've had this paper forever. And I coffee stained paper. And I did it in the bottom of a Pioneer Woman. And this was the sheet that was actually on the very bottom. Look how pretty that is. I had to put that in there. And I want to make more of this. I just love that. And that just set in the pan. And I baked it. And that's what I got. Isn't that pretty? And that was just copy paper. Just thin copy paper. And that's what I made. And I put that in there. All that. And then on the back, I just put a side pocket. This was scrap and I wanted to use it. So this is a pocket that you can put stuff in. I can slide brochures in. Maybe I want to do some takeout menus, whatever. I can just slide them in right there. And then something else I did right here. Uh-oh. What did I do with it? I made a bookmark. Where's my bookmark? Okay. Let's see. Well, guys, this is it. Well, I took the scraps and made a bookmark, and I don't see it. Oh, that's because it fell. There we go. So I had scrap of paper. So what I did is I put "Love This" on it. I lined the back with coffee stain paper, and look, I have a little bookmark that I can put in my book and just use it for however I want. Isn't this the coolest thing? I love this. I love this. This is in my kitchen. It's going to live in my kitchen. And I have more notebooks. I don't know. I want to do more of these. If you want me to do a video on this, I would be happy to do a video on this. You just let me know. Let me know. I am going to attach Leah's channel down here as well. But I would do a video. I think it would be fun. And then this right here matches this. And all I have to do is just look at that. How pretty. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Wow. I love this so much. Look at the little owl. If I'm not mistaken, this is the one that we made on camera. I think this is the one we made on the video. Ah, little kitty. What are you doing, honey? She makes an appearance every video, doesn't she? Alright, so let me tell you my thoughts. I told you I was going to tell you what I did with this, or what I'm going to do with the scraps. Look, that was the cover page, and I cut all that out. Okay. These papers are beautiful. These would make beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. I want to do a memo cover, a memo pad to go with my journal. That way I can have it in my purse. But I also want to make some cards with this. This right here would make gorgeous fall colors. We're entering the fall season. So there's so much you can do with this paper. Not just your kitchen. It definitely can go outside the kitchen. And look at this one right here is just stunning. Everything about this paper is beautiful. Look at that. That is hand done. She is so talented. She is so talented. All right, so that is what I got today. And I know I've kind of been MIA. I've been working on a lot of stuff for me, catching up, and I've been having a little bit of back issues again. So I don't think the procedure worked, but that's neither here nor there. Is that how you say it? Alright, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, if this is something you would like to see me do, I would not mind to do this. I've been wanting to go live, and I just about did it last week. I actually had everything ready, and I backed out. So maybe I'll do that soon. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I want to do it, and I know when I do it, it will be so much fun, and I won't have any issues doing it, but I just got to get that confidence up to do it, you know? Just do it, right? All right. Tell me what your thoughts are on this. And I think what I'll do is periodically, I'll check in with you guys on this, or maybe I'll do some shorts putting stuff in it. I just think this is such a great idea for your kitchen. I think everybody needs a notebook to keep up with stuff, and I like a notebook. I don't want a computer, iPad. I don't want to use my notes like my husband says to do. I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to smell. I paperclip that in. I want to smell it, you know, all the things. I want to use all my senses when it comes to stuff like this. I don't like doing notes on my iPad. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow. And I hope you have a great day. Alright.